So we're going to be working on a couple of foundation skills. So the first thing that we're going to do with our dog here is teach them a marker word. So a marker is a way that we can teach our dogs what behavior we're reinforcing. It can clean up our training and it can help us have very clear communication with our dogs. Some people use a clicker. I like to use a verbal marker, so I'll either say good or yes. Rosie's pretty new to this, so she hasn't had a marker loaded before, so we're going to do this together. So you'll have your dog, you'll have some treats. Have your treats either in a bag or in a treat pouch. So I just have some treats in my pocket. I'm going to say my marker word, and then I'm going to follow with the treat. So your dog doesn't necessarily need to do any behavior for this. We're just working on creating an association with our word. So we're with our dog in front of us. We're going to say yes, reach into our treat pouch, and deliver a treat. And you're going to repeat that about 10 times. Yes. 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 So a couple things to point out. You want to make sure that there's two distinct behaviors. You want to say your marker word and then reach into your treat pouch. Make sure you're not doing it at the same time. So you want the word to come before the reward. Right now it's not necessary for your dog to be doing anything, but I'll show you what it looks like when we're asking our dogs to do a behavior. So I'm going to ask my dog to do nose touch. Yes. And then I'm going to reward. So the behavior that I'm looking at is for her nose to touch my hand. When that happens, I'm going to mark with yes, and then I'm going to follow with a reward. I'll show you guys again. Yes. So the other foundation behavior that we're going to teach today is going to be teaching your dog how to follow a lure. So this is really helpful when we're teaching them other rehab tasks because we can actually move their body around with them following a treat in our hand. So when I'm introducing a lure to my dog, I like to hold the treat in between my thumb and my hand like this. And I want them to follow it as I move it around. At the beginning, I'm just going to give them the treat, and I'm going to let them kind of bite at it, lick it, try to kind of push into my hand and allow them to be a little pushy to get it. I just want to make sure that they know that the food is there and they're interested in doing it. The next thing that we're going to do is add a little bit of movement. We're not going to be doing any turning just yet. We're going to start with them just following the lure in a straight line. We're also going to use our marker word, in her case, yes, when she's in motion to reward that behavior. So I have my lure in between my thumb and my fingers. I'm going to start by putting it in front of her nose. I'm going to move it over a couple inches. Yes. And then I'm going to release it and allow her to have it. She's pretty new to this, so you can see some hesitancy in her following the lure. That's going to be pretty common. I don't want to ask her to move too much because it's going to cause too much frustration. So at the beginning, I'm going to keep it really simple. So my food's in between my thumb and my finger. Yes. So we just got a couple of steps there, which is totally fine. And when we're introducing it, as your dog gets more comfortable, you're going to be able to move them for longer periods of time. Yes. Yes. Once your dog's comfortable following the lure in a straight line, you can start to add some turns. Yes. Yes. We'll show you why this is helpful in a second. Yes. Yes. Another thing that we can use luring for is teaching our dogs to put their feet up on an elevated platform. We have a number of obstacles here or different surfaces that I want to start teaching her to get her paws on. So once our dogs have an understanding of luring, we can actually just lure them forward, yes, marking, and then releasing the treat when their paws go on the surface. Once they're on the surface, I'm gonna reward my dog a couple of times to keep them there and to work on that duration. It's important to use a stable surface depending on what your dog's injury is, and also when you're teaching them this behavior. And it's important to make sure that they're getting off of the object nice and calmly. Yes. Once our dogs have an understanding of putting their feet up, we can use something a little bit more unstable to have them engage their core a little bit more and provide a little bit of instability. Just make sure that your dog is healthy enough to do this and it's not contraindicated with anything that your dog is doing a good job. So I just wanted to show what those skills might look like on a different dog. So we have Nutmeg here. She's about 10 weeks old. So brand new baby puppy. We're going to be working on the same thing. So we're going to start with just loading up a marker word. We're going to be using yes. Good job. So with your dog in front of you, you're going to say your marker word, yes. Reach into your treat pouch and then reward your dog. Yes. 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 Yes means that food is coming. So looking at their subtle behavioral changes like their ears moving forward, their eyes looking up at you, and then we can start using it with other behavior. So I'm going to ask her to sit when her bum hits the ground. I'm going to use my marker word yes, and then I'm going to reward her. Sit. Yes. Sit. Yes. The next one that we're going to do is work on lure with the puppy. So her treat's going to be between her thumb and her fingers. We're going to give it to her nose as she's digging at it. Yes, and release. Yes, and release. Yes, and release. Now we're going to add a little bit of movements. Again, remember, we're working with babies here, so I'm just expecting a couple of steps forward. Yes. 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 Once they're confident going in a straight line, we can start to introduce some curves or some turns. Yes. Yes.